Hey everyone, and welcome to another edition of Burton Ballers. And in today's video, I'm going to be talking about Tammy Abraham. Should he stay or should he go? Before I get into the video, guys, you know the drill. Please smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on all post notifications to be notified every time we make a new video. Share this video, spread the word. Burton Ballers are about.
Welcome to the Burton Ballers. Ain't got no time for no stallers, yeah.
We are the risers, we're not the fallers. Our channel is growing wider and taller.
Yeah, we're here to give you the news about your dear beloved Blues, yeah.
So if you like this YouTube channel, like, subscribe and turn on that bell.
Yeah.
So guys, there's been a lot of talk of late, and it's kind of intensified over the last 2 days about the future of Tammy Abraham, because I was reading this is linked to the links that we have with Erling Haaland, because I saw, I can't remember what podcast, somebody, it was the football stand. If you haven't seen it already, I'll see if I can find a link to put in. If not, forgive me. But he was talking to a well-known journalist, and he asked a question about Erling Haaland and whether, was it Manchester United or Liverpool? I can't remember which team. Man City, actually. He said whether he thinks that he'll join Manchester City. And this journalist said,
the first one says, are Liverpool going to win the league next season, even if City sign Haaland and Messi? Can you see City getting Haaland and Messi?
I can see Chelsea getting Haaland. I was speaking to someone from Chelsea, and Roman wants him like really bad. He doesn't care how much he wants him. He doesn't, I was speaking to a scout, and he's telling me he really wants Haaland. So Roman's going to go after him.
Wow. So like that's a legitimate story. Like, this not paper talk. That's Roman's number one guy.
Yeah. I mean, this is he's going to go after him, and he really likes him.
So with these links we've got with Erling Haaland, there's a lot of talk about Tammy Abraham, and he's stalling on signing an extension to his new a contract. I think his contract runs out the season after next, but he's not going to be signing an extension because he wants to find out how what's going to be happening with a new striker. Because, for instance, if it's Erling Haaland coming in, he's the same kind of age as Tammy Abraham, and he thinks that will halt his progress, and he'll want to go somewhere where he's guaranteed more regular first team football. So that's kind of brought up a debate on Twitter, whereas some people were saying, should he stay? And others, some people are big fans of him, saying we may regret losing him, and it may turn out to be another like Lukaku situation or De Bruyne. Others are happy to see him go. So here's my take on it. I'm a big admirer of Tammy Abraham. I've always been a big fan of him. I stuck up for him after he missed a penalty against Liverpool, and everyone said he's not good enough for Chelsea. I said, give this guy a chance, and he proved me at the end of the season. He was our top goal scorer last season, 17 goals for bringing us into the top 4, help us to go into the top 4. And so we had, and as his first full season at Chelsea, he did well. So he gets full marks for that. This season, he's been kind of in and out the side. He came back into the side a bit. Sometimes he's been rotated with Giroud. Sometimes it's going to be Werner who plays there. And yeah, he's got, 6 goals in the league? I think he's the highest scorer in the league at the moment with 6. You've got Werner on 5, Giroud I think's on 4. So again, out of the strikers that we've got, he's the one who's scoring the most goals. Having said that, though, do I think that Tammy is somebody who can lead us to the big trophies, the Premier League, the Champions League? And unfortunately, I don't think that he is that man. So got to look at, really, when you look at it, you look at who from the top 6 would he replace? Would he replace any of the strikers who are currently in the top 6 sides? And when you think about it, would he get into Manchester United? Probably not. He won't get into Liverpool. They play a different style anyway, Liverpool. You know, he's more prolific probably than Firmino, but Firmino is integral to the way that Liverpool play. Would he get into Tottenham? No. Harry Kane's here. Would he get into Arsenal? No, not with Aubameyang. Would he even get into Everton? No, I think Calvert-Lewin's a better player. He's got a bit more experience, but I think he's a better player than him. Even Southampton, I don't think he'll get in. Hings is a better player. There's talk about him changing blue and adding a bit of claret to it, actually, because West Ham and Aston Villa are the 2 sides who are heavily linked with him. If you look at Aston Villa, I think Ollie Watkins probably shades it at the moment for above Tammy. He could probably get in at West Ham. I could see someone like Antonio moving out wide a bit and them fitting him in, because they were looking at a striker earlier. And so he's probably more suited for your kind of mid-table Premier League sides. He'll probably get into most of definitely get into the likes of Crystal Palace, Sheffield United, Wolves at the moment, yeah, but when Jimenez comes back, probably not. And so, and who else? Brighton, yeah, he will definitely walk into that side. So if you're looking at it, he's not going to be making it as a first teamer for the likes of, as I said, the top sides. Tottenham could do with him, and Harry Kane's is a bit injury prone and he's older, so Tottenham can do with him, but not as a starter. Even Arsenal with Aubameyang getting a bit older, he can probably have a career at Arsenal and do well. But as I said, the problem is getting in Haaland. Haaland and him are the same age, similar type profile, and would he? If Haaland came in, he'll be playing. You're just splashing out 100+ million on Haaland. He's going to be playing most of the games anyway, so I can't see Tammy getting in. He'll just get in with his injuries, or maybe for the odd cup game here and there, which I don't think he'll be satisfied with. So for me, difficult one, had we gone for hopefully he'll wait and see what happens, because I still think, as I said, he can do a job at Chelsea. So if we can't get Haaland, because there's no guarantees, everyone's getting gassed about Haaland, but there's no guarantees that he'll come to Chelsea, and supposing we get in like a Lukaku who's 27 now, then maybe Tammy will say, you know what, I won't mind staying on at Chelsea, gaining some experience, and when Lukaku moves on, then I will take his space, because with Tammy, I think with a bit more experience, he can make a top class striker. But at the moment, we're seeing that he's a bit rough around the edges. There's a lot of things that he needs to improve on. He's always, I keep saying it, he's always 1 second late to the party when it comes to crosses. He's never there. And sometimes strikers, it's about instinct. Has he got that instinct in around the box? And you really a fox in the box. With Tammy, he loves, if it's a through ball, he can latch onto. He's a decent finisher, yeah, but when it comes to crosses in the box and him anticipating the crosses in the box, that's Chelsea's style. We like to get a lot of crosses in the box. Is he the right man for the job? Probably not. Even in the air, at 6'4", you'd expect him to be better in the air. He doesn't time his jumps properly, and he doesn't score a lot of headers for someone of that height. So that's why I got my reservations about him leading us to the bigger trophies. So that's it, really. I won't prolong this video. It's over to you now. What's your thoughts on it? Would you persevere with him? Do you think he's got a future at the club? Do you think that he can lead us to like the league and the Champions League, or do you think we need to get a bigger profile striker to do that? Would you keep him if he's happy? Are you prepared to keep him, or do you think that would you be fussed if we were to sell him to like another club? And do you think if he does get sold to another club, do you think are we gonna regret it years later? Is he gonna become this prolific striker who's similar to like the Harry Kanes of this world? And let me know your thoughts, guys. And don't forget, as always, like, subscribe, turn on all post notifications so you'll be notified every time I make a new video. Take care, bye bye.